Hello guys, my name is Khan, and in today's video I will show you guys that how you can load multiple files in a folder into a Power BI. So before that I have shown you guys that how you can import a single file into a Power BI at one time. But now I will show you guys that if you have multiple files in a folder, how you can import those files into Power BI. So if you look at this folder, there are three data files here. So for this video, what I will do, first I will import this 1980 data into Power BI, and then I will show you guys that how you can load all these three data files in one go instead of importing these files one by one. So in order to import a whole data folder into your Power BI, the key thing is to note that in your data file in your folder, all the data files must have to be in a same format. So if you look at these 1990, 2000 and 2010 dataset, they are all Excel files. So they are all Excel SX file. So it's not necessary that if you load a folder, it should be in Excel format. It could be in a CSV, it could be in a text format or whatever, because Power BI supports so many other formats too. But the key thing is that all the files should be in the same format. So here I will be using all three files in Excel format, and here I will open the files for you guys and I will show the variable. So actually in all three files the variable names are same, but in 2010 dataset I have one extra variable, so which I will show. So if I will open this file in 2010, you can see that these variable till the column M are the same as in 1990 and 2000, whereas here in 2010 dataset I have a new variable, new var, and it's saying that all these rows are verified. So I will show you guys that if you how Power BI will behave if once the folder will once there is a column which is not same as in other files. Again, make just make a note that in 2010 file we have one variable or column which is in new compared to all other files. So first the thing I have to do is I have to initiate Power BI. So I will go to my search. I am using Microsoft. So I will come into this search. So I'm using Windows. I will come into the search and I will search for Power BI. So this is the app that I am using. So I will open it. I was loading Power BI. So once it will be done, so it will pop up. I think it's done. So we have Power BI now. So the first thing is that I will get the data. So the first data I will get is not from this folder. I'm getting 1980 data, and then I will show how you can import data from this folder in one go. So I will click my Power BI. I will use Excel option, connect it. So this is the file that I will import first. So by doing this, I am importing just one data, which is related to the year 1980. So once this import, so I will be using sheet 1. So I will be saying load. So once this loading will be done, we'll be able to see variable names in under the fields. So as you can see, we have variable names from 1980 data. Now the thing is that how to load a data from a folder into Power BI. In order to do that, you have to go to the edit queries. So you can go to edit queries, and once we are in edit queries, you can see that currently we have just one sheet 1 which is coming from this 1980 data. So just to make things easier, I will just rename this sheet 1 to auto 1980. So this data is from the 1980, which is not in the folder. So in order to get all the data from the folder, what I will do, I will go to new sources. As you can see under the home tab, I will go, there is an option new source. I will click this down arrow, and here there is an option more. I will select more, and under the more I will select folder option. I will say connect. So here it's asking us, give us the folder path where the data is located. So you can also locate the data by using this browse window, but for me I think the more easier option is that I can copy this folder path by clicking it here. So I have copied the path. I will just click it here and will paste my path. Once I pasted my path, you can see that there is an error appeared up because once I copy the path, it copied the path under these inverted commas. But for Power BI, I don't need these inverted commas, so I will just delete those inverted commas. So as you can see, the data is the folder where all these 3 files are located. And now I will go to Power BI and I will say OK. So once I said OK, you can see here in the table it's showing the name of the file, extension of the file. So at this stage, make sure that all the extensions are same. So here it's showing that all the files are in .xls file. If there is any different extension, then you will definitely get an error. So make sure that extension under the extension column, the same name appeared again. So if it's a CSV, it should be all CSV, or if it's a text file, it should be all text file. So the next option I will take, I will say combine and edit. So I will select this sheet 1. But here when this combine files option appeared up, here it's saying example file and it's considering. So I will be select the example file. So suppose if I select this file first, as you can see that there are 3 options. If I select 1990 and I will select this file, so 1990 will become the master file. And if I said OK, it's loading my actions. And now you can see that it have created a query named as data, and under the data I have all the 3 files data into one table, and you can see it here, the source name. So if I scroll down, it's currently showing auto 1990 XLS. So these all rows are coming from this file name. And if I scroll down, you can see it turned into 2000, and then it turned into 2010. Our last file is 2010. But if because I have told you guys that in 1990 and in 2000 all the variable names are same, but in 2005 there is one additional variable. Let's see that Power BI have added that variable or not. If I scroll to the right, I'm on the most right side. So under the year, so the year is the last variable. Whereas if I go to my data and if I go click this 2010 file, you can see that I have also an additional variable new war, which is not added by the Power BI. So how you can also add new war variable in Power BI? So in order to do that, you have to change your master file. So there are different ways of changing the master file. So currently Power BI have considered 1990, this first file, 1990 as a master file, and then it's appended data according to that master file. So if there is a variable which is not matching to the 1990, so Power BI didn't add a new variable for it. So in order to so what I will do first, I will change this data query name just to, for safe side, a bit different. Data 1. So what I will do, I will repeat the steps again, but in this time I will make a 2010 data file as the master file. So in order to do that, what I will do, I will go to my new sources again. I will click more, and now I will click folder because I want to load the whole folder, and I will say connect. So here again I will be copy the path from the folder, and I will copy this path and I will paste it here. Again, you can also use this browse window to locate your folder where all the data is located. Again, I don't need these inverted commas, so I will remove it. So, and I will say OK. So again, I will be using combine and edit. But one thing just note here is that I think it's fine. So I will be using I will say combine and edit. So once I said combine and edit, you can see under the example file, if I select 2010, so now after selecting the 2010 file, this file will become the master file, and all the variables which are in this file will be considered as a kind of a starting point. So if there is, so in all other files, if the variable names are same, so that data will be appended under those variable names. So let's see if I do it now, how it will behave. Probably because new word data is not present, this variable is not present in 90 and 2000 data files. So we will be having missing data under this column for when there will be a data source for 1990 and 2000. So let's see if I say OK. So it's running the query that I have made. So now it have going to create, it's loading, still loading the data into Power BI. So if I go to here now into my edit query window, you can see again it have created a folder. This folder name data, so this query name data got created because because the folder which I imported is named as data. So if you name it something else, then by default that query will be called as that folder name. So here you can see, so now if I, first thing is that again we are starting with 1990, but if I move toward the right side, you can see it here that we have a new variable which was not there before even in data underscore 1, which based on my first example. But in this data or in this query, we have this new variable, and you can see that it's written down null here, and because this variable was missing in 1990 data file. But if I scroll down, this variable will be also missing for 2000. If I go to the right, you can see that 9, if under the new what, even for the 2000 data source, it's still missing. But let's go further down to 2010. So now if I'm under the 2010, and there will be values here, as you can see, it's saying that new war is verified. So I have shown you guys that while loading the data from a folder, how you can choose a file, and once you choose a file, it will allow you to make those variables as a starting point, or and those variables will be considered as the key point which should be common in other datasets too. So thank you for watching the video.